Luch, man. How you doing? Let me
What
introduce
up,
my
John? Man,
name
what's
is
going on with your
John.
janky internet connection?
You guys are live.
Is it
We are
bad?
live. So if the bar is still on mute
Is
and
my
definitely
internet
drinking
bad?
water, Heath
I
could
took it
definitely do
off of
the
mute. I
intro.
took it off of mute. We good. We good. My bad. I had a client. Not even a client. Just someone asking me a bunch of questions. I mean, like they don't see the lights and everything going on here, and the door was closed, but we forgot to lock it, and someone came in. Whole other stuff going on. But how y'all doing? Y'all good?
What's up, bro? What's up,
Same
John?
old man.
What's up, the
Same old
bar?
man.
What's up to all my people out there? Welcome to Let's Talk Freedom. We're John, what's the tagline?
Where talk is cheap, but at least thoughts are free.
That's the tagline. You know
That's
me,
the
Mr.
tag.
Two Watches, voice of the street, 7th Ave. And as always, we got Mr. DeVar Davis, the professor,
What's happening?
Professor D, Dr. Doom, Dr. Death, Dr. Devastation, the Devastation Device, the Doomsday Machine, all of that shit.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
But he teaches fighting. Go figure that one out.
All day.
Hey, man, you're supposed to be a warrior in the field and a farmer at the same time. Some shit like that. I don't know.
That's
I am
some ancient
actually.
proverb.
Oh, yeah. So
I am
you
actually a farmer.
feel that.
All this fighting stuff only came about because I was bullied in school. That was it. Ain't nothing special. Just a
Yeah.
traumatized kid who had to figure shit out.
And there's no money.
At least you didn't become a cop.
Huh? At least what?
At least you didn't become a cop. Because a lot
Hey, I
of people that get
almost
bullied
did,
like
man.
that in school, bro, they become cops so they can bully the people that bullied them and everybody else.
I almost did, man. Almost did. It was that or a firefighter. And I tried to go into the military. That didn't work out. My eyes too bad.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the military, bro. I did that shit. It was
Yeah.
no fun. No fun.
That ain't what the
Well-
recruiters say, man. The
Of
recruiters
course,
say you have all.
those motherfuckers lie to you, bro.
Oh man. So what we talking
Bro,
about
that's
today,
the
fellas?
first thing they tell you when you get to fucking basic training. Like, I don't know what your recruiter told you, but them motherfuckers lied to you.
Yeah, man. He said it's all fun. They just chill and have fun with a bunch of guns
Yeah.
and stuff. I was like, oh, that
That's a big
sounds
ass
cool.
lie. That's a big ass lie. So, who got the topic for today?
Topic for today, I believe, is 9 to 5 or starting a business. Which
Neither,
one
bro.
and why?
Robbery.
Robbery all day, huh?
All day robbery.
So you're about starting certain businesses.
I'm not about starting businesses. I'm about stopping them. There's a difference.
Stopping what businesses though? And what do you define as business?
Anybody
that got
else's
money that anybody that got more money than I do. Not a
Wow.
business.
Look. All I'm saying is more power to the people. Like, okay, so I mean, technically, I guess we're business owners, right?
I mean, Let's Talk Freedom is a business.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of people that, I mean, you know, growing your own business and whatnot takes a lot of hard work and dedication. From what I've seen and heard, a lot of people just assume that you know, shit just falls into your lap.
Yep.
Right?
Oh yeah.
There's some
They
people
think
that do. I'm
Well,
not
I
gonna say
mean,
any Trump
but a lot of
names,
people,
but you know, Bezos, Trump, people like that, they all got some sort of kickstart from somebody. Like, oh, Jeff Bezos worked from his basement. Yeah, he also got $100,000 fucking loan from his pops too.
well, yeah, I mean, you have the inherited business. You also have people that you know, are well off that'll support your business. But for like an average Joer to just break the fucking chain of 9 to 5,
But
and
what I've seen in my life was that the best businesses all came out of a garage. I live in an apartment. I don't have a garage. So I can't make no business that's gonna be great.
hey, it could be the trunk of your car, man. It don't have to be the
Tried that,
garage.
bro.
It could
Fucking,
be.
I caught a felony for that shit, but we can't talk about it. It's still an open case.
You'll be surprised. A
Yeah,
lot of
statute of
business owners have felonies.
No,
Like
I'm saying like
people think this stuff is glamorous and
my open trunk felony. I can't talk about just yet. It's
it's
still an
all
open
right.
case.
It's all right. Oh
Hey,
man.
right there.
But yeah, man,
That's
like
outside.
there's so much that there's so much that goes into it when you're talking about even just the idea of starting a business. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things that you have to get right. You have to know what kind of business you're getting into, understand why you're even getting into that business, and basically study the market, see who is going to be basically your target audience for whatever good or service that you're going to provide to the people. You're going to have to, if you're not a people person, what you're going to have to do is either hire someone or link with someone who is a people person that you can get with, so that you can try to see if you can leverage it that way. And a lot of people have this misconception that you need like a boatload of money to get started with a business. That would be nice. That would help, but it don't work out like that. What ends up really happening is you you use what's called a like barter system for goods and services. There's people that are better than you at certain things, and you align yourself with those people, and you either offer them a product or service that you have in exchange, or your time in exchange for whatever you need from them. Now, that sounds easier said than done, because the hardest thing in business is to find reliable people, and a lot of people who start a business, they run into that. Um, give you an example. The school isn't my first go round. My website, that isn't my first go round. If you look at if you look at what I've done, I've been trying to start a business for probably I think the first business I started was maybe 20 years ago,
Yeah, but
and I failed miserably. Like there were so many things but each time I learned from it. You know what I mean? Because there's no script to it, and I didn't have anyone who who could guide me. That's another thing too. Having like a mentor or someone who's done it. Most people, especially like men who have an idea of doing something, we don't have that. No one wants to help each other. Most people, like, we look at each other like competition. You know what I mean? It can even be a separate business. And I never got that. Why y'all think that is? Like, it bothers people to see other people winning, or even if there's that illusion of winning. Because let's be honest, this whole social media thing is an illusion, bro. Like, you look at all these people looking like they have what it's, it makes no sense to me. Having things doesn't mean you're well off. There's people that I know who they give that illusion like they don't have anything, and they're doing really well. But then you have guys who want to be seen. Now, let me ask you guys, why do you think people have this misconception of what business is, and who promotes that? Like, everyone thinks, think about how the media goes hard on corporations. You know what I mean? You think of this corporation as this certain entity that's just looking over the little people. My business is a corporation. I ain't looking over anybody. You know what I mean? I'm looking over my shoulder to try to see who's trying to rob me, who's trying to take something from me, but I'm not. I'm trying to make it happen. I'm trying to start this just like everyone else.
Well, right.
What do you guys think? Do you guys have anything you want to share to that, or any experience that you guys had starting a business or attempting to start a business and running into any kind of roadblocks?
Sure. Sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So, me personally, I am more of an idea guy.
Uh-huh.
I will be the first person to tell you I will come up with an idea. and I'll work out some of the details, but I don't know how to get that shit off the ground, man. And then when it comes down to that kind of shit too, you can't trust everybody with the knowledge of it, because some people just straight up bite it and
That's
hop
always
up
gonna
on it
happen.
and take your whole idea. Yeah. So that's my personal experience, is just having a concept, trying to flesh it out, and then just having nowhere to go from there, and just feeling stuck, and it just ends in a perpetual thought. uh, Wish
So,
I could just go ahead. What I,
but
uh,
you were breaking up a little bit too. But do you know that you can market ideas and you can partner with people who have the ideas. If you're an idea guy, the thing that you would have to worry about is whether it's patenting or trademarking, some way to basically copy and stamp your idea to say that it's your idea. And then you bring that to market to someone who has has the means to bring that idea to life, and then you work on percentages. You know what I mean? What percent do you get out of it? Now if someone's going to be doing all the work, obviously they're going to get a bigger cut out of it. But if you can feed, if you can make your job feeding ideas to people for certain businesses, certain industries, whatever the case is, you'll be surprised, man, of how many people you see, and you look at what would seem like a minuscule thing to do, but they're making a living doing it. They're just not
yeah,
talking
no,
about it or sharing that game. And I see that as a problem, man, especially as men. Like we need to open up and talk about that. Because if you sitting on some ideas, that's what businesses need. You know what I'm saying? Why do you don't have to be the guy to another thing that we always do is we try to be everything to the business. In the beginning, you have to do that because you kind of have to see what needs to be done. But after that, you got to delegate, man. Find people who are better than you in certain aspects of the business and offer them something like, yo, this is coming off the ground. I can't offer any money right now, but look, I could give you either stake in the company, or I can give you a percentage of whatever product or services, or even a percentage of sales, something. There's always a way to do it.
well,
Just
also,
sharing that game with each other.
yeah, I mean, there is, for me, a lot of difficulty finding people to talk to like that. Plus, um, my social network is very minuscule. I try not to surround myself with too many people, then it becomes too many people to keep track of.
You right?
Um, but other than that, what I notice, most successful businesses from the ground up are just people with no option to fail, or no option but to succeed. There is no room
Yeah,
for failure. You know what I'm saying? It's
absolutely.
to make a,
Absolutely.
it's
I
you
mean,
either.
but when you're in that position, bro, like I was in that position when I was legit, right? We've started a couple record labels. We put the time in, bought names, did everything that we could with the very minimal amount of money that we had to invest into the company. And it just comes to, after a while, if you can't go to that next level, if you don't got funding to go to that next level, you're just gonna be stuck doing the same shit over and over and over again.
Yeah,
You,
and
So
that's true. Here's the thing. It's true and not true at the same time. And please give me the opportunity to explain it, because like
Sorry, I'm late, guys.
you good, you good. I understand what you're saying when it comes to that, but here's the thing, man. Like, we need those kind of innovators, those people that start from the grassroots and come up, because regardless of what anyone tells you, that's what keeps this whole system going and keeps. The problem is, here's the thing. When you make it to a certain point, everyone starts to change their tune about you and starts to respect you. But on that come up, even the ones closest to you, they give you the hardest time when it comes to it. I don't understand why that is, but you'll notice in the beginning, the majority of people that support you are outside of your immediate network. They're outside of your circle. And then you start to
Actually,
build.
I got a story for that.
And then
I
you
got a
start to
story for
build
that.
and meet more people. Yeah, you could jump in. You could jump in. What's
All
the
right.
story?
Back in the day, I used to sell video games and video game accessories. I got them from all different areas of the internet and different clearance sections of brick and mortar stores and all that. And
Right.
I would go around to the different barber shops and to the people I knew, and I would be out there selling games like 15, 20, $30 a piece. And a couple of the guys that knew me best, like, Seventh is out there just stealing these games. He out there stealing them games. And one dude was like, nah, bro, look at him, bro. He already done did time. You think he's gonna go back for stealing video games? Nah, he buying these things at a crazy fucking price. That's why he flipping them for so low, and he'll even negotiate and barter with you. You say, no, 20 too much. Fuck it, give me 17. I take it. I don't give a shit. Same thing. People, these are all people in my network, all people I deal with on a daily. And only out of all of them, only one of them like knew the truth. Everybody else is trying to go solid. Oh man, he doing this, he doing that. Fuck that, da 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 shit.
It's true. It's
You know
true.
why? People project their own insecurities
Say that again.
onto other. I said people will tend to project their own insecurities and failures onto others. So if they can't do it themselves, they don't want you to do it because it makes them feel worse about themselves.
Forgive me, guys. I'm trying to catch the conversation, but I don't know exactly. I'm trying to figure out where you all are at.
No,
I'll
what
let
we're
you share
what we're
something.
talking about is basically the beginning stages of starting a business and not receiving a certain support. And you also see certain people who start businesses like the people that you see on like media who they say started from nothing and came up, and then when you really look into it they kind of had this I guess backing or slush fund to start whatever business that they're doing. And majority of people who we're just sharing our experience in starting a business. Like I said, for me, it's been like a 20-year journey now of starting and failing. But you
What?
know what happens when you do that is each time you learn, because I had no one to tell me like how to do this, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have that same experience. Seventh Ave, you seem like a hustler, man, and it's like that mentality is rare, and a lot of people don't have that. But the problem is that can get discouraged based on if you keep. My dad told me your net worth is your network, the people around you. And if
Ooh.
your network, if basically if your network ain't fucking with you like that, if your network not giving you that support, you got to expand. You said you had one person out there that was like, you the truth. You need to tell that person to holler at other people, and then slowly it build from there. Everyone else, you just learning how to deal with. Even here, at the school, I have a lot of people that are serious. They serious about their training, but it didn't start out like that. It didn't start out to where I had a base. Like we opened this school back in 2012, and I'll tell that story another time. But it was a lot. Like we did it like off of a friend thing, and then business kind of punched us in the face, and we were like, man, you know, certain people that used to associate with us stopped because of things that were said, and we're not in a certain network anymore. And it's like, man, so if I'm not affiliated with this person, y'all ain't really messing with me like that. Okay, I thought we were cool, but I start to see, the little nuances and learn from it.
I've s-
Now it's like those people coming back around. It's like, hold on, man. When you guys were needed the most, you weren't there. Now don't even bother. Like, I don't want anything to do with it.
I seen
I
a
respect you. We cool, but keep it over there. My team is here.
I seen a really good post the other day that pretty much sums up what you're saying, and I had to share it because it just touched home. And what it
Man, I'm
said,
sorry to cut you, man. They blowing me up saying, where's the live? Send a link.
you don't have the link.
You don't have your background turned on, Devar, with the phone
Nah, ain't
number.
no background today, man. Like I said, it been going through some things, man. Going through some things, man. So,
So which what What do you need? What do you need?
YouTube and
The phone number.
YouTube and Facebook. They want the link so they could jump on and see.
867-5309 or
867-5309.
281-330-8004. Huh? 876-5309. 281-330-8004.
Oh my goodness.
Hit 7th Ave up on the low because 7th Ave is about to blow.
Okay, so
I gotta admit.
Y'all don't remember that number?
That's
No,
Tom?
I don't even.
You don't remember that number? 281-330-8004.
Hell
Hey, none of y'all hit up Mike Jones?
Who that? Mike
None of
Jones?
y'all.
I was just about
Who?
Bro, he's Mike
Mike
Jones.
Jones.
Hey, he screamed that bitch out for an entire album, bro.
Look,
All right, so there you go.
Jesus Christ.
You got him. But what I was saying that post that I saw, it said basically you have to make it popular in order for you to get certain people to support you, you need to make it popular to support you. Or like you need to make it trendy to support you. You know what I mean?
So, you got to market yourself.
It's crazy because I was thinking, you know, it's funny. I was thinking about that earlier today because I've done a couple of what they call pyramid schemes, or people don't know as pyramid schemes, which
All of us done that. Well, I
Hold
don't.
on. No, don't call it pyramid scheme. Call it what you called it when you try to call me up on it. It's multi-level marketing. And if you treat it like a business, it will be.
But that's exactly what it is, right? And really and truly, because honestly, like I know people that's still in multi-level marketing that, you know what I mean, that are successful in it.
There's people that are.
Well, describe. Let's define what success is. When you say successful in it, what do you mean?
Successful as what they define as success.
Because most people success, especially when you go into that multi-level stuff, let's take it down. And I don't care what it is they selling.
But that's
they
true.
show you a car. They show you you know, sometimes they show you a house, but it's mostly the car.
Yeah.
They show you a nice car, and you too can have this, you know. And they show you maybe like a statement that you can't really validate that says this amount was made this month. You know, and that's like the structure. And then they pass out drinks, play some music at the events of the multi-level.
So
I'm sorry.
I've been in a couple of good ones. I've actually been in a couple of good ones. Here's my problem with it. But all of those things depend on you marketing to the people around you, your closest networks, your friends, your family, you know, these people. What I've noticed, and I'm the guy, I've had plenty of jobs and, you know, bounced around businesses all the time. But what I've noticed about businesses, especially starting new businesses, is that a lot of times you'll get, not a lot of times, most times, you'll get your biggest support from strangers.
Yeah, we just covered that. We're just saying that.
So, you know what I mean? Just saying that to say, so that's why those things don't work out for me. You feel me? But there are people that, there's certain communities, or there's certain people that if you do something, everybody in your family or everybody, all your friends is going to support you. And I'm going to say the hip hop community ain't like that. I'm going to call it the hip hop community. That's what I'm going to call it.
Well, I got this weekend, bro.
You see
this
that?
Past weekend,
You
I
see
had
that?
got.
You see that?
I'm going to tell you how I got.
Yeah.
Tell you how I got. So years and years ago, I remember answering an ad to be a manager of a cologne kiosk in the mall or some shit, right? So when I pulled up on it, that wasn't really the case. The real case was they gonna give you a black duffel bag full of knockoff colognes, and you got to be out on the street selling them shits, right? So fast forward to a
Into that
couple
interview
days
too.
ago. I'm down at my job in Wynwood. Dude pulls up on me. He's like, "Yo, I got the new Louis Cologne." Da 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 da. He sprayed me with it. He's like, he showed me the box. It got the little sticker on it that says $79.95. Talking about, like, yo, bro, I need to get rid of these things. $20 for the low. Let me get that twomp. I'll give you this clone. Be, I'm like, man, fuck it, here. Take the 20. He takes it, man. No, take the clone out, man. You gotta hide that shit, man. Man, they can't know we got, man. I tell that shit now. I'm looking at this motherfucker like he crazy. As soon as he step off, I look at the box. I'm like, oh man, this is duffel bag cologne. I got. I'm gonna say this much: the cologne do smell good. I do wear it, but still, I got duffel bag cologne.
Bro, you paid $20, bro. Come on, you had to kind of know it.
Bro, speaking of which, bro.
I know boosters out there that boost shit. Fucking $20 to $40 is going right because they boost the fuck out of these clones.
Bro, you can go
Which
on
is
Wish.
true, but it's 50-50 though, man.
I just ordered. I just ordered Izzy Miyake. I ordered 3 bottles of Izzy Miyake for Christmas presents. $17 a bottle off Wish.
Look, dude, you gonna get some fake shit.
It's Izzy Miyake, my nigga. No, it's Izzy, bro. No, not off Wish, bro. Bro, you gonna get some Izzy off of Wish. Yeah. But Izzy Miyake is not even. Look, it's not even really the it no more. That's why it's freaking $17 a bottle.
Yeah, you better check out his spell Izzy Miyake on it too, though, bro.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be Mr. Miyagi.
Q in there somewhere.
What you say, Mr. Miyagi?
Yeah. Nah, but when you're talking about high quality fucking name brand shit and all that stuff, they don't need to give you a deal. They already got you sucking because the name is synonymous with an image that they're selling.
Yeah, but Izzy ain't the shit no more. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's just not the shit no more. You know what I mean? Like, you got so many.
Speaking of China, bro, you trust any cologne coming out of China, bro?
They all come out of China. What are you talking
babies
about?
And rice. Which
one don't come out of China?
I don't know, dude. You're gonna have a whole bunch of deer penis thrown your way.
You gonna smell like three penis wine and shit.
It's okay, people. I'm half Asian. We're allowed to say these things. No,
yeah, man.
Getting back to the meat and potatoes of the business venture. Now, also, I'm in the category to where I cannot fully commit to a self-started business because my pros and cons weigh too heavily on the cons because I have a family to take care of and I can't walk or put X.
You definitely can. They just don't want to.
No, get out of here with that crap.
No. What he's saying is legit. What he's saying is legit. I'm gonna tell you, like those are legitimate concerns. And I was in the same boat. But here's the thing. Sometimes life has a way of forcing your hand to where you ain't got no choice. And that's kind of what happened to me. And it's funny. Like I was listening to I listen to a lot of motivational stuff most of the time just to kind of like sometimes I feel like the world falling apart around me. So I try to at least keep my thoughts kind of, positive.
In the right direction.
But,
yeah.
But I was listening to Les Brown and he was like, sometimes you gotta leap and grow your wings on the way down. And I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
But it's the truth. It is the absolute truth. Either that or you're gonna hit the ground. One or the other. And that's
what other?
What do you mean? Go ahead.
Well, like where in nature, is that even an accurate statement?
Well,
birds.
Where in nature
learn how to
is
fly by freaking getting kicked out of the nest, bro.
Yeah, but birds don't grow wings. I mean, it's a natural body motion that they were given the ability to use. But I get the.
I mean, birds don't go to work.
spelling.
Birds don't go to work, 9 to 5 every day and stuff like that too. They stay with nature. Like we live unnatural. Everything we do is unnatural.
But let me
so
let me
see
let me just
to equate that to nature, like you're not gonna see it.
I just want to, because I just jumped in, and I want to kind of know where you guys are going, and I'm just trying to figure out: are you guys like saying that everyone should have their own business type of thing? Is that where we're going with this?
It's not for everybody.
No, because if I have one more motherfucker trying to sell me masks they made at home out of old underwear, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit.
Look, dude.
It's that new fruit of the loom. It's that new fruit of the loom mask.
If everybody owned their own business, you would be out of business. You need people to work for you. You need consumers, and that depend upon your only business in that niche marketplace, or even if it's just a handful within that niche market. It's like, dude, Devar, you're in mixed martial arts community, is training people in what? BJJ,
MMA, kickboxing, boxing, anything
dude,
associated with it.
in that marketplace is flooded. And thank God that you're picking up, you've had the business and whatnot. I'm sure it's been a lot of hard work on self, whatever
Absolutely.
team that you have surrounding you. But I mean, gyms and all that stuff, man, it's a highly competitive market. So
Yeah, but you
not
got to find the
everybody.
right gym though. I've been to gyms. I've seen gyms where like there's no way in hell I would want to train there.
Well, if
Fucking,
you're
I wouldn't
if
want to
you're
fucking
selling
hit
a
the
watch,
treadmill there, let alone train there. You just see
but
the
if you're
attitude and
selling
the culture
watches,
within it.
and I'm selling watches, and Dre's selling watches, and DeVar jumps into selling watches, and Vince sells watches, and Steve sells watches, one of us is going to go out of fucking business, if not three of us.
But that's what but also remember, like there's some people here's the thing, and if you look the way you and no one teaches you this, but the best way to set up a business now is not going and trying to sell someone something. The best way to set up a business now is to let people know who you are and what you're doing.
Exactly.
Most
And
people buy stuff because it's you, not because of someone else. Like there's what I've noticed, there's people that become your loyal supporters, not because you're trying to sell them something. Go ahead, John.
exactly, man. And that brings up a great point, because I heard that there's this website that actually sells you websites and a chance to be your own, your own influencer. I think it was called like buhosting.com, something like that, man. I think Dre knows a little
Yeah,
bit
they
more
robbing a
about
lot of
it.
people.
Huh?
I
Yeah.
said,
If BU
nah,
hosting.
but yeah, man,
Yeah, man.
BU hosting.
Make sure you check out the sponsor, man. BUhosting.com, man.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and get your domain 1199.com 1111 for your lock in your domains. I think there's also a special on hosting right now. cPanel hosting for like $3 a month or something like that. Something
I
stupid.
mean,
It's stupid.
I'll just talk about the sponsor is cool and all, but I haven't got my $7 royalty check yet. I mean, I need my dividends monthly, B.
Listen.
BU hosting, folks. Go ahead and check it out,
Yeah,
especially
man.
if you want to get in this field.
And if you out there doing the whole BU thing, you need a little bit of help on your show. I will be on your first 2 episodes for $7 each.
And do remember, please
go.
check out I was about to say Let's Talk Mornings. Urban Country Mornings. It's gonna be starting January 4th. That's the first Monday of the new year. Should be a blast. Should be really fun.
I still haven't got my
I'm
$7
not
check to
lying.
appear on that shit neither.
I'm pretty tired. Like it's hard for me to keep my eyes open right now. I heard they be making this one drink. It's like some peanut punch or some Irish moss stuff. I
Yeah, I
forget
think
who
they
makes
use
it.
Peanut punch? What's peanut punch?
nah, man. They what they do? They use
That sounds like
Irish
some
moss.
sexual shit you don't want done to you. Like,
But what they
this bitch just
use
gave me a peanut punch. I don't feel right now.
in Jamaica, they have a drink called Irish moss. Now, in the drink Irish moss, you have what is called sea moss, and sea moss comes directly from the ocean. And that sea moss you add in there, and it is full of minerals for the body, vitality. You know, you feeling, fellas, if you need a little extra you need a little extra help in certain areas, go ahead and get you some sea moss and you'll be good on that.
I
And
don't
if
know.
you do
Jay told
want
me,
to
oh, man,
source
drink
that,
you a bottle of Roots or Guinness and you be good.
and if you are in the market for sea moss and you need any, you go to www.caribsensations.com, and that's where you can find it.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just
So-
like that.
Boom.
Now that we got shameless plugs out of the way, I'm sorry. Anytime I feel down, it's so uplifting to support local businesses.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
It's
So-
always good to support local businesses. Speaking of local businesses, since we're on that topic and we're talking about this, we were just talking about basically the hardships of starting business and getting that support that you need and doing everything. But you find this thing, we were talking about multi-level because it's you. That's who they cling to because it's you. Like, here's the thing. Most people don't just look at a t-shirt. They look at who is behind the t-shirt. You get what I'm saying? And if you put content out there and people see you, chances are they want to support your movement and keep things going. Speaking of supporting a movement and keeping things going, y'all need to check out my man 7Ab and his merchandise. Go ahead, man. Let's hear it.
And you got to hit me up through Instagram. I don't have the website going right now because I kind of really don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I have it
BUListen.com. We got
mostly
you.
built.
Yo,
I have it mostly built. I got the Shopify and all that. I have plenty of designs. I'll be displaying the designs this weekend, starting tomorrow on my Instagram, THA7AVE, and hit me up through the DMs and maybe we'll make something shake.
look, dude, I'm still waiting for a prototype so I can do those goofy fucking promo photos. You know, the ones that
Oh,
like,
yes. Yes,
know, on
you,
the
you
7th Ave
definitely got to
here.
be my stock footage guy.
got it.
More so than that, I need to get all the guys together and we're going to get all 7th Ave merch and it's going to be glamour shots from the 80s, bro. So y'all get ready for that shit.
Perfect.
So also,
I'm with it.
everybody else is plugging shit. I have nothing to plug, but I just want to invite you guys to start using the word Dildonica. That's it.
Dildonica?
Bro, you got to
The hell does
explain
it
what
mean?
that is. Like, you don't just
No,
throw it out there
fuck
and
that.
leave it.
Nah, fuck that. You we run around saying Bill Bonica, Dildonica, fuck
It's just
around, whatever.
Dildonica, dude. Just Dildonica. Some fucking random fuckhole. You just call him Dildonica or
Dildonica.
some fucker.
A random fuckhole is a
Wow.
Dildonica.
So you run into a lot of dildonicas when you starting a business too, but you got to weed all the dildonica
Oh, yeah.
out.
Yeah, you gotta
and
make sure
once
you don't
weed
fall into
all-
those fuckholes.
There you go. There you go. They like landmines on the
I'm also
field to
trying to
success in your business.
Did you guys talk
look.
about the
I'm
benefits
also
of
trying to coin a phrase. I'm trying to coin a phrase which is shitting myself with rage.
Wow.
Because that's when you get that's when you get so mad that
That's
if you
powerful.
were to shit yourself right then and there, you still wouldn't mind because that's how mad you are.
But I have never been that mad, bro. And I've literally shot at people.
And hopefully I'll never get that, man.
Well, obviously,
Did you guys talk about the
obviously,
benefits
it's
of
a
9 to
couple
5
steps
yet?
away from shitting yourself with rage.
Did you guys talk about the benefits of 9 to 5s yet?
We
Or
touched on it. John was talking about
okay,
it.
here, I'll break down.
9 to 5 is real simple, bro.
Yeah, I'll break it
It's
down real quick.
fucking steady money.
Steady money. Hopefully, you get good benefit, 401k, retirement
Yeah.
savings.
Hold on, steady money, steady money. Hold on. Let's keep it tight. Steady money, retirement. What else did you say? Health insurance.
all that good shit.
Health insurance.
Health
Hopefully,
insurance?
stress-free?
Nah, not stress free. Nope.
Nah.
some people
Mhm.
can't separate their job from their personal life. So
Yes.
So what about stress-free, except for the hours of 9 to 5?
I don't think that exists.
Well, who doesn't
I mean,
mind?
in my experience, that doesn't exist. Like
No,
you
man. I
either
know
get
a lot of
stronger
people
and
that-
learn how to deal with the stress.
I know a lot of people that
Unless you ain't working.
I've worked with a lot of people, 9-to-5ers,
Yeah.
that they gonna go to work and they gonna clock in at 9 o'clock, and they gonna do what's need to be done until 5 or whatever punch out time is,
And they out of there.
and they out of there, and they're not thinking about that thing until tomorrow morning at maybe quarter till, when you got to get up and start getting ready for to go into that 9 to 5. But they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to hear shit about it. They're not having no conversations about work or, and matter of fact, they won't even on the 9 to 5. They won't even do the next thing unless it's told to be done. Like there's plenty of these people out there, and that's I know that's zero stress related to work. It has to be.
Nah,
I
because you
think
got
stress-free
supervisors
is-
and shit.
I work with a
I
guy
think
now.
stress-free is a relative stress-free is a relative term. It's relative to your experience and what you have been through. Because there's people like, there were people at my old job who thought that was the most stressful thing in the world. But where I was coming from, it was the best job for me. You get what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
perception was different.
Perception
Like
is everything, yeah.
I had a lot of different experiences, and they were just, they got used to certain things. Don't get me wrong, it was a lot of bullshit going on, but I didn't let that bother me because I never worked at a place like that. Like I got into aviation engineering and working on airplanes for a living, and that was cool to me. You know what I mean? Coming from where I'm coming from, I've had
You
so
had your
many
AP
jobs.
license?
Huh?
You had your AP license?
No, I got a degree in electronic engineering, and then I got a job working at a place that fixed airplane parts. But as far as licenses, no, I didn't have any I didn't have any specific
I worked
licenses.
I worked on airplanes for a while too. I did mainly the interiors of private jets. So
Cool. Yeah, we were
which
working on the
which my
autopilot.
homeboy started. It was a business my homeboy did start. He came up in the business, learned everything he could learn from his pops, and then he went into business for himself.
Nice.
He's doing all right for himself.
Now, why do you think the only people that can make it are people that have that, like their pops got into something and then they learn from there and then they start?
I don't know.
What's your opinion on that?
I mean,
What's the percentage? How many people you think start from literally zero and build?
Everything that's built,
Everything that's built, they started from zero?
Well,
I don't know.
at some point, I mean, at some point within the industry, but then you have other people that innovate off of an idea. Because the way I see people getting rich nowadays, if we're talking about rich, I'm like wealth. You have to find something that people don't need, but makes their life easier.
like electric scooter.
cornflakes.
Electric scooters, fucking look at Amazon, dude. Everybody goes shopping. They just gave a reason for people to stay home and shop. It was a better version of QVC and eBay and shit like that.
They made
Amazon
so
wasn't
much
needed
money
in-
during this pandemic.
Exactly. Amazon was not fucking needed. It just made it a lot easier for people to get the things that they want. And technically, I mean, for me, in my point of view, the most successful businesses follow that model of
Well,
providing.
Amazon didn't even start that way though. Amazon started as like like a used bookstore. That's
But-
really what
Correct.
Amazon
But
started as,
thing
like
is
a
that-
used bookstore, and
Yeah,
they
but
just
they
evolved down the way.
The thing is,
They-
it started.
It's funny you said that. They evolved on the way. That's
Uh-huh.
another. That brings me back to what I said. Remember, leap and grow your wings on the way down. Had they have stuck with that same model,
It would have
they
been
probably
there.
wouldn't be where they are now.
Yeah, there's like 25 people in the world that still read books, bro. Like,
Nah, bro, there's about 40. I'm gonna need you to include those other 15, bro.
I forgot about that. My bad, bro. But Dre, you know you can't count yourself twice, right?
I know. I'm not counting. Damn sure ain't counting myself. You talking about reading books? Like, who has the time? Like legit. Who has the time? You know, and even like when I did get into reading, it wasn't reading. It was I bought an audiobook freaking thing. I bought Audibles, and I bought a few books off of audiobooks. You know, when I was going through my little shit, and I felt like I needed somebody else to motivate me.
I gotta break off in here and ask a question about this. Is listening to an audiobook and reading the same thing?
No.
Why not?
Do you not get the same information?
Convenient. No, you get the same information. When you say, okay, define same thing, you're talking about the absorption of the information?
I mean, like, are you getting the same benefit from an audiobook that you are from reading a regular book?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think you get more. I think you retain easier when you read it. Audiobooks, okay, because
I agree because
sometimes you read something and you just go back and read it again. You know what I mean? Like, I've done that with the audiobook, like rewind it, like, damn, that was, let me go back and, but the retention is not just at the same level as when you go back and read that a second time.
I kind of disagree,
audiobooks
my
are
brother.
fucking boring.
You disagree?
I kind of disagree. Like, the only reason why I say that, like, I have I read a lot of books, but naturally I don't like reading. But
No,
when
I can't
got
stand reading.
when I got older, late teens, you know, after high school, and I started working, I remember I used to work at a place called Tag, the Answer Group, where we answered phones. I worked in the
I'm familiar with Tag.
I worked in the
We
Best
are all
Buy.
familiar with Tag, bro.
I worked in the Best Buy division. So on my lunch break, I remember the first book I picked up. I'm like, man, I'm gonna start actually reading, because you know my dad had a library in the house. He would always tell me you need to start reading this and that, and I ain't listening to none of that. But I got older now, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try to do this. So the first book I bought was 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, and I would go on my lunch break, and I would actually get my lunch, sit there, eat my lunch, and read it. Now, I have it on audio. I've listened to it again. My thing is, I need to keep on repeating and repeating this information, or it needs to be totally quiet. Like, I can retain something by listening to it, but if there's noise going on here or going on there, that's why I isolate myself if I'm trying to like absorb some information, because I want to take that time and really get it in. And the audiobooks, they've been good for me. We have a library in the house, like a literal real library. The wall was filled wall to wall with just books. But the audio library, which I have a lot of the same books in there, I take those and a long drive. You know what I mean? A long drive, I pop one in, I'm listening to it. If I start to fall asleep, I play some Lil Jon or something. If I feel like I'm dozing off while driving, I hype myself back up again. If it's late.
That's my go-to way to read is audiobook.
That's now it is. But no, it's just like the Amazon effect. It made it convenient.
I've never been a reader. Never.
What'd you say, John?
I came up different from the time I was in like the first or second grade. I was reading books. Like at the third grade, I was reading at a sixth grade level, I read all through school. I got arrested. I went to prison. I read all through prison. By the time I got out of prison, I didn't want to fucking read anymore, because I've been reading for the first 22 years of my life. Yeah. I think the last book I read was actually, you know what? I wasn't gonna say Holes, but no, I read Solomon's Secret, which was a pretty decent book.
See, and that's like another thing. Like, I've never been interested in reading a story or listening to an audiobook of a story.
Fictional stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, I have them, and I don't know.
If it's not self-help, I'm not reading. If you see me reading or listening to an audiobook, it's some kind of self-help. It's some kind of damn motivation or teaching me how to do something. You know what I mean?
But check me out. You get the same thing from storybooks, though, bruh. Because if you think about it, you see the way the characters develop themselves through the stories. They have problems. Sometimes that problems reflect problems that you have had in your life, and then you see that the way they work through them. Then you start thinking to yourself like, "Yo, I know this is just a story. This shit's made up, but I could probably try working through that, and that might help me get out of the situation that I'm currently in now."
Yeah, I
You
feel
read
you,
Harry
but
Potter
I hear
too?
you, but I just can't. I can't.
I didn't read Harry Potter. I read a lot of Anne Rice
Can't.
books. I read a lot of detective novels. I read John Grisham. I read what's my man name? The dude that wrote Along Came the Spider, Kiss the Girls, and all that.
Nancy.
James Patterson. James Patterson. Yeah, I read fucking Encyclopedia Brown books. I read Nancy Drew books. Read the Hardy Boys. Like I read the old timey fucking detective novels where they call bitches names and shit. But you never know. Like through these stories, when you see these characters go through shit and some of the illegal shit, you start reading like, yo, that's not that bad of an idea. Like you can actually grow from stories, bro. You can learn without
I'm
really
sure.
knowing that you learn. You just being
I
No,
entertained.
agree
I'm
with
sure
that.
you can, but my thing is, if I'm going to spend the time to read a book, I'm gonna know what I'm gonna get out of this book before I even pick the fucker up. You know what I'm saying? Like from what you're explaining is like you're reading a story and you happen to catch something along the way of the story. Not me.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna pick up this book, it's because like I've read things like how to win and influence people, you know, just like things to make my business go better, things to help me in sales. Otherwise than that, bro,
Ain't got no time,
I don't
huh?
have no time for it, bro.
I think there is benefit in fictional reading.
I'm sure there's benefit, bro. I'm not taking that from you. It ain't there for me. You feel me? Just like I can't sit there and watch a movie.
But just like how we said, remember earlier, we said like he made a choice, not to do something. Like
No, no, because he was saying that he
isn't that a
can't.
choice that we're making too? Not
Yeah,
to
no,
do
no, it's absolutely a
not to
choice.
take the time to dive into the fictional stuff. Like
Listen,
now that
life is
Seventh
about
Ave has
choices,
put
bro.
it out there, maybe I'll consider it.
I won't.
You know,
I won't. It's been on. It's like chess. Everybody keeps on telling me. Everybody that knows how to play chess, that knows me, it's like, yo, Dre, you need to learn how to play this game. Like, you'd be good. That shit don't interest me to sit. I see how much time y'all sit there and play that. I do not have time for that. I have freaking other things that I'm trying to get done. Like, and I understand where it could be like brain exercise. You know what I mean? I get that. It could be like it could be strategy training and all of that good shit. I don't have the time for it. You know, that's not me. You know, and it is a choice. It's an absolute choice. Yes.
it's just not important to you right now.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Not that we don't have the time. The time is allocated towards other things at the moment.
Yeah, everybody has the same 24 hours in every day.
Yep. I'm with it.
You always make time though.
For what we want, yeah.
Which is true. You make time for what you want. If Dre just not interested, he just not interested. You know what I mean? But if you've gotten benefit from it, that's freaking awesome.
I'm not trying to take I'm not trying to take your benefit away from it. A lot of people get benefit from watching movies. Not for me.
These chips are beneficial. I will tell you that much. If these motherfuckers paid me, I'd be giving them hella praise, bro. These shits are packed full of protein. They're taco flavored. They actually taste like fucking tacos.
Michael Duncan in the Facebook chat says, "Think and Grow Rich." I'm thinking
Napoleon Hill.
Yeah, Napoleon. Yeah, that was an audio book I listened to.
Read the regular book, read the audio book.
Yeah, I didn't do the regular book.
I have no belief in self. I do not believe in self-help books. I think they're all crocks of shit, every last one of them. I'm gonna tell you why they're crocks of shit. Because this motherfucker got paid to tell you how to fucking be. The biggest pile of fucking dog shit out there. All they gotta do is put in fucking certain keywords, fucking shit. They make fun of it on Family Guy, bro, and it's fucking true.
Yeah, but they make fun of everyone. Remember, guidance counselors, you could say the same thing about.
Guidance
Teachers, you
counselors is
could.
a crock of shit too. They don't guide shit.
All right, teachers, you could say the same thing about. So basically anyone who's doing it. But here's the thing though. Sometimes someone going through something, it could be exactly what they need to hear at that moment.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Sometimes the right information that comes to you at a certain point in time, it hits you at a certain point and it could be exactly what you need. Like I the messenger doesn't really concern me. It's that message. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. So with the self-help books, I know they're making a profit. I know they're benefiting off of me buying it. However, if I need a little pick me up or a little bit of motivation because I just have like my network just not doing it for me,
I'm gonna go there.
I'm gonna go towards that.
I'm gonna go there. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm
Just to
gonna go there.
kind of get that
Or not
benefit.
even.
But I'm well aware that they're in it for money and they make their money by selling you this stuff. Now, going to the seminars and stuff, I think that's a whole other level.
Now,
I'd rather
even
book,
even at this level,
but
DeVar,
people have
because
told me the seminars have been beneficial to them. Hey, more power to you. I'd rather get the book, get my little motivation on, and get back out there and do what I got to do.
yeah, that's
I'm personally against all seminars also.
I'm not against the seminars because it's big money, and I
I
hope to be putting
understand what
on.
they're doing.
I hope to be putting on seminars one day at $40 a pop and hosted at a fucking stadium. So I'm definitely not against it.
I'll host a seminar. I'll host a seminar on how to fucking irritate people and piss off friends, bro. $6-7 a person.
How to
Come on in.
irritate people and piss off friends. That's the name of the book.
That's the name of my book.
No, I mean,
9 out of 10 times, it's gonna be one page. You open the page and it's gonna say, "Just be yourself." That will irritate most people and piss off friends.
listen, that book, Winning Friends and Influencing People. I definitely can tell you that I upped my game at BMW from that book. Legit up my game from that book. And the book didn't cost me a cent to listen to on audiobook because it was still on YouTube. That's when YouTube wasn't on their fuckery yet. And it didn't take it off, and I got to listen to the whole freaking book on YouTube. And there was some gems in that book that I still use till today. You know what I mean? That up my game, up my sales game. So you know what I mean? Self-help books for me, miss. But
They
like
do
I said,
help.
like I said, it's good for me. It's gonna be to the point. You know what I mean? I'm going after what I want. I'm gonna read this book because I want to do this, and this book addresses that. You feel me? That's about it.
Yeah.
But I think
Be on the lookout for my book coming soon. How to irritate people and piss off friends.
are we ever gonna talk about the aliens?
I don't know. You guys know anything about it?
Mm-mm. I know that
Okay.
I'm not allowed to talk about it for 7 more years.
for 7 more years.
Yeah. But y'all figure it out.
Y'all figure it
I
out.
think some of us work for aliens in corporate America.
Well, that's
See how I
well, nah,
fuse
man.
the two topics together?
yeah, that's well, isn't that what that's this article that you're talking about,
I
John?
think about
I
this.
think our energy is being harvested.
Nah, I don't
This is
even.
what I think, bro.
That-
You know,
really
like
think that,
all those CEOs and the people we work for, all the big companies,
Yeah.
those are aliens. Those are lizard fucking people, bro.
Lizard
Aliens
people?
don't walk among us. They just slide through, see how fucked up our shit is,
And
kidnap
keep
a
it
couple
moving.
people, figure they butthole and keep it going. The people that's in here that's really running this shit, doing all that weird fucking shit, that's the fucking reptilian people, bro. Fucking Hillary Clinton's a reptile.
So wait a minute.
I'm
Wait
not
a minute.
suicidal.
Wait a minute.
I do not hate my life.
Wait a minute. You sound pretty serious. You really think we got reptilian people, bro? Let me turn off.
Lords of the Underground, hell yeah.
Let me turn on my camera. You see, that's why I don't watch movies. No, seriously.
Do you
But you
remember?
don't gotta watch movies for this kind of shit, man.
Well,
Like
do you remember the
art of
alleged video out there called?
I don't know what the hell you said because you just
Are y'all familiar with
you
the
went-
video Frazzle Drip? There is a video called Frazzle Drip. It is
Frazzle Drip.
a alleged video of Hillary Clinton ripping a small child's face off and then eating it and laughing about it.
Yeah.
This is a real conspiracy,
What kind of
tied to
shit is
Pizzagate.
that?
Bro, this is like I went deep in a rabbit hole one day, and outlandish shit is so fucking. I wish Vince was here to talk about this shit. I need Vince.
No, I've
Somebody
seen the
call
video.
him.
It's real. I saw the video. I didn't know that's what you were talking about. I saw it. Yeah, it's real.
You
What's
saw the video?
Yeah.
How the fuck did you see the video?
On what's it called? Pharaoh. What's his name? Young Pharaoh.
Well, I've been looking for that video forever. Supposedly, this bitch rips a child's face off. But human people don't do that shit. You have to be a reptile.
Man, I gotta
You
see
can't
that. I
just
wish
rip a
we could
kid's
play
face
it.
off.
But you know, we
But
play
no,
that.
the
It's
fuck we
over.
don't. We are not suicidal. We love our lives. We are not divulging information that's not already out there on the internet. We are all good, upstanding people. None of us are suicidal.
Yeah, and that's what the. Go ahead, John.
I was just gonna ask if any.
Ask what, bro?
I'm just not motivated.
I need to know about the aliens. What y'all talking about the aliens though? I'll see if y'all communication is correct.
I don't know. John was saying something about aliens. He had. I think because all right. So for my thing is, and listen, I hear a lot of stuff, a lot of different things, a lot of different things. But my thing is, I never seen anything to question personally.
You're not supposed to see an alien though.
Why not? I want to see one.
Bruh, hey, like, look, what was it? Eddie Griffin said it the best in one of his stand-up specials. He's like, yo, look, these motherfuckers kill each other over white and black. We purple. What the fuck you think they're gonna do to us? Think about it.
Are they purple though? Like, think about it. Everything you see, all the videos and pictures that are depicted of what they call these entities, is that something that's conjured up in someone's mind, or is there a solid base for these things? You get what I'm saying?
So supposedly these aliens, some of the aliens that touched down, like that's from like the Area 51 days, back in the 40s and 50s in Roswell.
What do we know about Area 51?
Nothing. We're not allowed to know about Area 51. But wait a minute, wasn't that part of all the declassification, all the papers that were declassified a few years ago?
I don't know, man, but I know we got a space force. One thing I know is we got a space force, and that's what interests me. The fact that we now have an official space force. Bitch, we ain't out there fighting the fucking stars. I mean, we got the army. The army deal with the land.
Right.
You got the Navy. They deal with the water. You got the Air Force. They deal with the sky that we can see. And now we got a space force that deal with the sky that we can't see. Who they out there fight? They not fighting motherfucking the stars, bro. They're not fighting comets. They didn't make a whole space force to go blow up comets.
Anyone have any more info on that? What's your opinion on that whole space force? Apparently, Professor Haim Eshed, he said that not only do aliens walk among us, but the U.S. government has an agreement with them.
What kind of an agreement?
He claims that not only does the Galactic Federation exist, but the aliens are essentially waiting for humanity to mature to the point where our civilization can handle the news that aliens are real and that we want to interact with.
I hope they ain't
And
watching the last election.
No, so that's my thing. No,
You want to talk about maturity? I hope they
maturity.
were
Like,
watching that.
are we getting more mature? Like in any means of any stretch of anybody's imagination?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Fucking, it's funny because our acceptance level of things that we will accept is gaining more and more and more.
No more the bull.
But,
No
then,
more.
but hold on. But our tolerance of accepting new things is getting less and less and less and less.
But
So like,
I don't think it's
maturity
just
level
new
is kind of going
things.
down, but our acceptance is going up.
I don't think it's just new things. I think it's our acceptance of bullshit is getting a lot easier. Like we're much easier to accept some bullshit, but it's very hard to show the motherfucker the truth out here.
You can't show nobody the truth, bro. People don't believe in truth, especially if you're white. You can't tell white people the truth. They said it first episode of the Boondocks.
I got a philosophy bit about y'all white people. I think y'all just don't care. I think y'all just don't care. I think y'all just don't care about.
That could be very true.
I really do. I honestly do. And I don't think it's a, you know, I'm not.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like, just don't care. What?
See, no real loyalty.
No.
No real loyalty.
No real loyalty. Like we'll just cross anybody for the right reason.
Do we have loyalty, black people?
For the most part, no, I don't think so. But I
What's
think
the difference? Are we one and the same?
we
Here's the thing.
yeah.
There might not be loyalty within black people, but through all the different brands of black people that there is, y'all all go through the same struggle, and y'all all at least recognize that.
I think, you know what I think it is.
And
Yeah,
then when
but
it
what
goes
does
to white
recognize
people,
and struggle do?
hold on.
Wait,
But when you go to white people, like, all right, if you're not the kind of white people that I am, fuck you. Because you'll
I've
see
seen that.
Haitians and Jamaicans and everybody being cool, recognizing like these white motherfuckers haters, and we can band together and be cool. Dominicans and whatnot, fucking Africans or whatever brand of black you are, y'all all see at that same level, like we all on this struggle. But when it comes to white folk, they don't fuck with white folk. That ain't they kind of white folk.
I think we
Why do
get
you
it
think the
given that
Southerners got their
illusion.
thing?
I think white folk have a thing about, you know, I think about self-preservation over everything else at any given moment. And I honestly don't know if that's such a bad thing. And you know, because when you ask me what's the difference, I have to really think about it. You know what I mean? And I really haven't seen where I see any other race of people that's so much concern about self-preservation that they're willing to cut off or step on whatever stands in the way of what they think is self-preservation. You feel me? I could
Isn't
be
that what
wrong.
Genghis Khan did? He ruled everything like on a get down or lay down, and if you lay down, you stay down.
I don't know the Genghis Khan like that. I'm not a reader, bro.
I think at certain levels we all do that.
His whole goal was
I'm
to
sure.
unify China. That's what his man. He wanted to unify China, and he did it through fucking the most extreme violence force necessary.
Wasn't that religion?
Religion did that shit too. Look at the Crusades. Look at the Holy War.
Did
Look at the
religion
fight
do it,
for,
or did people use religion as a means to do their dirty work?
bro, people
You get what I'm
have
saying?
used
Because
religion
that comes to the point.
as the basis
No, hear
for
me out. Hear me
dirty
out.
work for years.
Hear me out. Because that comes to the point where, like, people say, you know,
Religion is
religion
intangible.
has divided people. I think that's no different from someone saying guns kill people.
Right. And I agree with you. I agree with you.
You understand what I'm
100%.
saying?
because it's not tangible. It can't make a move on its own.
Everywhere you find people, you find problems. Everything is in harmony until we get there. If anything, if you want what people are, we are probably the virus to this earth.
So do you think the aliens, if there are aliens, the aliens, are we? Ooh, if
They're looking at us like parasites. They're like, I would love to go down there, but you got it's infected.
They because I mean, if they couldn't live like us. They got to be in tune with their world. We're the only idiots. I haven't seen any other idiots that's not in tune with with their world. Even the freaking ants.
All right, here's what old boy said about the aliens. This is a chunk of his writing. The UFOs have asked not to publish that they are here. Humanity is not ready yet. Trump was on the verge of revealing, but the aliens in the Galactic Federation are saying, wait, let people calm down first. They don't want to start mass hysteria. They first want us to make us look sane and understanding. They have been waiting for humanity to evolve and reach a stage where we will generally understand what space and spaceships are. There's an agreement between the US government and the aliens. They signed a contract with us to do experiments here. They too are researching and trying to understand the whole fabric of the universe as they want us as helpers. There's an underground base in the depths of Mars where the representatives are also our American astronauts. If I had to come up with what I was saying today, 5 years ago, I would have been hospitalized. Wherever I've gone with this in academia, they said this man has lost his mind. Today, they're already talking differently. I have nothing to lose. I've received my degrees and awards. I am respected in universities abroad where the trend is also changing. So basically, my man's saying they hear we working together, but the people as a whole aren't ready to hear that shit yet.
Dude,
if that's the case, though, we're never going to be ready to hear that shit because, I mean, you got to think about it. Now, if you get me thinking like this, now I start thinking about pyramids, ancient Egypt, shit that we can't understand today as humans, right? So it's like, okay, well, if that's possible, then they didn't just come here the other day and started working with the U.S. government. You understand what you understand what I'm saying? So they've been here forever, and that would have mean that we've lost knowledge as humans. That would prove that we lost knowledge, and that would prove that we're getting stupider and we're not evolving, we're revolving.
The phones are getting smarter though.
Yeah, phones are damn sure getting smarter.
John, what was you gonna say, bro?
I'm actually about to hop off, guys. I will catch y'all next week. There's too much shit going on. I can't concentrate. Yeah. So get y'all next week.
Brody.
All right.
I could have said something, but I forgot. Cat, get off my fucking table. Drop. But I don't know.
Well,
there it is.
Life is definitely a thing.
Religion. What if religion was based off of aliens, though? You can think about it.
In what way?
All deities lived in the sky, right? For the most part, with the exception of like Poseidon and a couple other motherfuckers that lived in the sea and shit. But all religious deities were some sort of sky people, whether it was the Mayans, the Incas, the fucking Aztecs, fucking Egyptians, even Christianity, fucking the Greek and Roman gods. Everything was from the sky. So that could all mean the same shit, you know what I mean? The religions that we have. What if we're just worshiping aliens that came and touched the earth and started us on our path?
I don't rule it out.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing when you start talking about stuff like this. It's just like it's just so much unknown. It's just so much unknown. So it's kind of like I heard a real interesting.
Segue back into what we were talking about earlier. People will take certain information brand themselves, going back to business, they'll brand themselves as an authority in that information, whether it's talking about aliens or religions and stuff like that, and then make a boat ton of money off of people.
Yeah.
But the information can be, let's say the information is accurate, but people use it to uh you know, make profit off of people. Like that's the only thing. Like
Like L. Ron Hubbard.
the truest thing that we can say right now is that we don't know. And there's information that is being withheld. Like you can say that there's this, there's that, but I mean, what do we really know at the
Right.
end of the day?
One thing we do know is that, like I said, we do have a space force for sure.
Yeah, we know that. Well, we know they announced it. Have you seen any pictures or like what's their uniform?
Well, that's a good question.
What's their uniform? What's their flag? What's their like?
It's
What you wear when you up there?
basically,
What guns you bring up there?
What's their sci-fi
They give
thing?
you power. They give you Power Ranger uniforms. You get a choice of Power Rangers or Voltron.
What firepower are you working with up
Has
there?
Has anybody ever met a recruiter? Because I know all the freaking services have recruiters. See, now
Yeah,
you're bringing
man.
up interesting
I mean,
shit.
like, I think we should all sign
I'm
up
just
for the
saying,
Space Force.
hey man, I want to know about Space Force, man. See what that's about.
I ain't
Man,
not-
let's sign up.
No, I'm good. They fuck around and
What
accept
weapons
you.
do guns work the same way in space?
Good question.
You know how everything kind of floats
I mean,
Yeah,
down in
right.
space. What if
You can't really shoot a bullet because it's just gonna go forever, bro. It's
You
just
think
gonna
so?
do-
Like
go
it's
forever,
going.
yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to just go
Until
forever.
it hits something. Until that shit hits something.
A lot of questions, man. It's a lot to unpack here. I want to know what the uniform look like.
Oh man.
The headgear that you have to wear. It's gotta. In order to go up there, you gotta have your uniform. Gotta have your oxygen. In it. I
Gotta
mean,
have oxygen.
are you in a ship fighting these battles in the Space Force, or are you out the ship like some Star
They
Wars?
damn
type?
sure ain't telling us nothing about it though. You're so right. It's so secretive, yo. It's
Why did they even announce it?
because Trump announced it, but probably because he wanted to show that he was doing something.
What is he doing? He
He made he's bragging about it, like he was bragging about it the other day. I made a Space Force.
what's their mission?
I don't know, bro. I wish I could tell you.
There you
Bro,
go.
what is that?
What's that? That's a Space Force suit?
Yeah, it's basically camouflage with little stars on it.
It look like
Oh,
something
wow.
you get from J.C. Penney.
That don't even look real, bro. He can't go out of space like that. You know he can't.
He gonna be like, remember Total Recall when they left the mountain? Their eyes started popping out their head and stuff.
He cannot go out of space like that. There's no way. Oh my goodness.
Bro, that's just the uniform, bro.
Where's-
That's not like the actual like space gear, my dude, bro. You would think that they'd be in like regular NASA shit.
Yeah, you gotta
Is
wear
NASA
the,
involved? Another question.
That's
It would
another
have to
question.
be.
Do they?
With the
I don't know if they have to be. That's a
exception of
totally separate thing.
SpaceX.
They're the private organization. And if they have to be involved, does Elon Musk company get to be involved?
Also, if there's a Space Force, what they fighting for up there?
That's what I want to know. Who are they fighting?
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be the more thing. Like, what
if
are
you
they?
need
What are
force
they
up
there to
there-
protect us from? That would be the thing I would be wondering. Is like, okay, we got us a
you
Space
said it
Force.
nice. What they protecting us from? I don't know if
What
I
are they protecting us from?
Or what are they?
I don't know if they protecting us.
Right.
What are they protecting from us? What information are they protecting from us? Or my question is, what don't we know?
A lot. A whole hell of a lot. A whole hell of
Man.
a lot.
Some
Whole
crazy
hell of a lot.
stuff, man.
I know one thing. There's a lot of satellites out there that look like stars. And they be moving.
Yep. I wonder why.
I don't know. I have no clue, bro. I have no clue. I wish I could say. I wish I had some kind of conspiracy freaking breakdown where I can connect this dot and put this dot together and bring that dot over here from over there and say, yes, well, that dot connects to this dot. And then, but no, I just don't fuck know.
A friend of mine gave me some information the other day. He's like a real I guess what you would call conspiracy theorist, because he's like all of it is lies, everything. I was like, really? Like, yeah. He's like, you can only get so far in the dome. I was like, what do you mean the dome? And then he said, there's a what he said?
Firmament.
There's a ice wall
A firmament, yeah.
that you can't pass. And he was saying that what they're saying is inaccurate. There is stuff up there, but it's not what they make it out to be. And he was saying that we basically live on a plane, not a
No, it's
planet.
not a planet.
I was
yeah.
like, interesting.
Yeah, I've heard that theory before. That
And
was
again,
going
it's like,
around big a couple of years ago. The flat earthers, they call them flat earthers.
does it flat Earth,
Yeah,
flat Earth theory?
yeah.
But if there's any validity to that, then everything else would come in question. I'm just throwing. It's since we talking conspiracy, let's just
Yeah.
throw them all out there.
But it's just like, to me, that one is just like, is ice wet? I mean, is water wet? Like, is water wet?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, is water wet?
Is water wet? Like when you get water on you, you become wet, correct? But is
Right.
water itself wet?
When water contains itself, or does it actually get wet?
Wow. Never looked at it like that. Never looked at it like that.
I'm fucking these people, bro. Yeah, water gotta be wet, bro. Don't piss in my coffee and tell me it's raining, bro.
This is the one thing that I sit and wonder about. Like, I've actually started wondering about this recently, and I wonder about it more and more every day. Like, how the hell did they take electricity and turn it into pictures?
Are you talking about on the TV?
I'm talking about the TV, the video chat we doing right now, our cell phones and everything. How does electricity go from electricity to a picture?
Aliens.
Listen, man,
Like,
you're talking
like,
about you're trying to
if you think
understand
about that,
alien
like, that-
technology, bro. You cannot do that, dude.
That technology is fucking amazing, bro. Like, just fuck the fact that it's in 4K and high definition, this, that, and the third. Just the fact that you're taking electricity and make it into a moving image. That's fucking amazing.
So one thing, when it was explained, when I was like just starting to learn about computers, the kind of way that it was explained to me was like the computer file itself. Like when you're making a song, right? And you record it on a computer, the computer takes a picture of a bunch of series of numbers and letters and da whatever, right? And it just sends a picture to the next place. Like the CD itself, it's just a picture of codes, and then the CD reader will take that codes and turn that into the music. You know what I mean? You kind of.
I follow you.
Yeah, but that's when you go digital. But what about analog recordings? Fucking records and shit.
Same shit. Just a picture, and that device
You get a
is
big ass
turning.
record, and you put a needle in it and spin it, and sound comes out. Fucking how?
Because it's going.
Aliens. Telling you.
Like, how do you take a needle stick it to a piece of plastic, move the plastic around, and you hear fucking Buddy Holly and shit, bro.
Seventh Ave asking a lot of questions. They watching us now.
Listen, Seven. Can't be trying to figure out the unfigurable.
They're like, hold up. Them
You
Let's
might
Talk
as well
Freedom
ask-
boys. They asking a lot of questions.
You might as well ask where did God come from?
Aliens. We just said that fucking 5 minutes ago. We already got to the bottom of that shit.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Just why would they need a space force though? That's the main question. What are they doing up there? You know, 7-5, you say they what are they protecting us from? I don't know if they protecting us from anything.
So what if
They could be selling us. They could be like making negotiations with the aliens up there and be like, you know what? We got a few down there that we could give you. We just gonna make it look like an accident. Uh-oh. 7, you frozen?
Yeah, he frozen.
He froze or sleep, one of them. Eyes closed, just gone. Uh-oh. Gone.
Gone with the wind. I
Gone.
mean, down too.
But yeah, man. But
listen, man.
it's a lot to this thing, man. It's a lot going on. But then again, is it even worth exploring? Because I don't think we're gonna get accurate information. You know what I mean?
That's my thing. You're not gonna look how long they had Area 51 out there. That shit since the 70s, eh?
Yeah.
And like we still last year they was planning on rushing the fucking thing. Maybe that's why COVID. Maybe that's why COVID came from.
Possibly. Look, man, they could go ahead and rush that if they want to.
Yeah, I'm not trying.
Holla at me. Let me know what's going on when you get back. Cause that ain't gonna be me. I ain't going in there.
Nah, no way.
They were literally talking about rushing it. All the stories that we hear and all this going on, but I don't know, man. That's neither here nor there. My thing is, I've met a lot of people that know a lot of information on that stuff. It's questionable if the information is accurate. My whole thing is, what is any of that doing to enrich their lives? You ever meet someone who like they have all this information about this, and I'm looking and I'm like, okay, now what? Let's say everything that you say is true.
Right.
Now what? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
FPL still coming by, which I think is ran by aliens, but they still coming by every month to collect or to harvest. They're looking for the harvest. You know what I mean? But really, when I look into it, I always mention stuff like, you know, talking about plants as far as harvesting and stuff like that. But I really feel when you're doing like the whole you know, going back to the 9 to 5 thing, the whole 9 to 5, like your energy is getting harvested. And who knows? Maybe our energy is being sold off to these entities above for top dollar.
Listen, I work at night. I work overnight, and I listen to talk radio. Like I don't listen to music. I listen to talk radio. And overnight, it's some crazy fucking talk radio comes on. Right? So you want to talk about
Oh yeah, AM radio?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. My dad, growing up, I was on a paper route with my dad, right?
Right.
And he would always be playing it. And like this was before like Rush Limbaugh and stuff came on. It was like before that. Before then you got like man, you got some weirdos. They get on there and they start talking that stuff.
But you know,
I gotta say something, guys. I was either right or wrong about something. I don't know. I'm gonna say I'm wrong about everything. I'm sorry for what I said. There's no such thing as aliens, computers, and electricity don't interest me at all. I know nothing about none of this shit. Just good fucking with my internet.
Dre, they got to him. That wasn't a glitch. They did that. They did that and they went and hollered at him.
They cut my fucking internet. I don't know what the fuck I said, bro, but they cut my internet.
This is a 7.5 clone we looking at right here.
Oh no, I ain't no clone, bro.
They
I'm the
went,
same
they went,
motherfucker,
snatched
bro.
them up.
And they can move that fast too. That's the bullshit.
Yep, snatched them up, downloaded the program, and all right, you're gonna put these clothes on like some Men in Black shit. Remember Men in Black?
No.
when the alien came down and got into what was that dude? That dude who was walking funny. You know what I'm talking about, man.
No.
Before they blew him up.
No, I don't. I really don't remember. But
You never saw that movie?
Alien Black, Men in Black.
Men in Black?
Yeah, I probably did a little bit or halfway. Not really paid attention to it. Kind of was doing other shit while it was, you know what I mean, type of shit.
Gotcha.
But I was sitting there last night, spending some time with the wife, and she was looking at this new program, this new series, and this shit tripped me out because it was real trippy, bro. Like,
sorry to cut you, but even when you say that, think about what you just said. This new program. And you sitting there downloading the program.
And I'm downloading the program. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Sorry to cut you, but
no,
go ahead.
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. So the new program is on, and what it is like they're fucking. It's so crazy. I wish I could remember it. The thing is, it was so crazy. They were fucking with the people's heads. Like, they were all in the people's heads. Like, they had them believing that they were somewhere that they weren't, and they were like, it was like monsters
that sound like
came
reality
out.
TV.
Listen, Dred, monsters came out, and they was fighting these monsters, and they got away from them, and they made it safe through the night. The next morning, it's like the three of us here had to go fight these monsters to go make it through the night. We made it through the night. Next morning, we woke up next morning. I remember the whole shit. You two don't remember none of that shit that happened. Y'all looking at me. And when I mention that shit, y'all looking at me like, is this motherfucker crazy? But we all went through this shit.
They don't remember nothing.
They don't remember none of it, bruh.
What's the name of that show? Text me that.
Yeah, I will. It's trippy. It's trippy. It was one of the shows the wife is watching. But yeah, it's crazy that they, you know, the programs.
Man, yeah. You know, you download your program. You sitting there getting your fix.
Yeah.
Even the news. Look at the news now. And I like watching the news with the sound off, just to kind of take in what's going on, because a lot of people, like, when you listen to that voice, they could guide how you think. That's why I like listening to right wing and left wing commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Same story, just listen to how they present
way to send it, bro. It's so funny.
Listen to how they present it to you, and then once you hear both sides, come up with your own conclusion.
Yeah.
3 times you should listen to it. You should listen to what they're saying on the right, listen to what they're saying on the left, and then turn the sound off and just watch it. And then see what you come up with that. And if you can't come up with anything, turn that shit off and go do something else.
For real.
Period.
For real. I agree. 100.
7th Ave, you frozen?
Again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nah, he's not frozen.
Man.
But yeah, man. I definitely want to see the uniform of Space Force. I know I keep talking about it, but now I'm interested in it. I want to know more about it.
That would be interesting.
You can't just throw something out there and then not, put let us see what it's about.
That would be an interesting 9 to 5 though. That would be an interesting 9 to 5. You know. Speaking of 9 to 5s, those guys, they're 9 to 5ers too. Like the armed forces,
generally speaking, yeah.
No, they have their hours, their shifts that they clock in and they clock out, and they, you know what I mean.
You're talking about just the soldiers.
Well, what about so at the higher in ranks, you don't clock in and clock out and stuff. You're not like you don't have your hours
really
like
clock in and clock out in the Army anyways. You get paid for every second you're in it.
No, when you got your jobs, you got to go to. Like Andre has his shifts. He has jobs. He has his job is 40 hours a day that he has to go to work. Today I'm off, and I go to work at this time, and I got to get out at this time because he's doing a regular job there, and the rest of the time that he's not working, he's pretty much free, except for when he's got a mission or something. And you know what I mean. And it's just mission time. But when he's off, he's off. You know what I mean? It's just that he's on base, but you can't leave base, but you're off. You know what I mean? You're off the clock. You're not, But yeah, for the most part, they're 9-to-5ers.
I would say that. And some people probably, really enjoy those jobs. Some people hate it. All I know is, especially like my Marine friends, when they get out, they're proud of wearing that.
Oh yeah,
name.
Semper Fi, man. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say Semper Fi, but it sounds cool. I don't know what it means. Every time I see y'all say it, I just be like, yeah, that's cool. Dumb boys is cool.
Nah, man, but for real though, like, there's a lot. I just think there's a lot.
All right, Semper Fi is actually a Latin phrase, Semper Fidelis. It means always faithful or always loyal.
So, am I allowed to say it?
You say whatever the fuck you want. You're an American.
See, that's that bullshit right there. That's that bullshit that you think you can say whatever you want until you get censored.
You can say whatever you want until they don't want to hear that shit. Whatever you want. Then they'll go ahead and cut you off.
You see what just happened to you?
You're only censored on somebody else's platform, though.
Yeah, that's true. You see what just happened to you?
Look, his memory is freaking wiped from the shit. He don't even remember what just happened to him 5 minutes ago.
Men in Black. Look right here. Blink. They pressed it.
When you watch the replay, you'll see that you were booting for the freaking thing because of what you said.
Look right here, 7th.
I ain't saying shit, bro. I ain't saying nothing, bro. Nah. Y'all quit trying to fucking drag me into some fucking crazy conspiracy.
Come on, man. Nah, man. Look right here. Look right here. We're gonna wipe the slate clean.
Not a motherfucking thing. I ain't the one.
Oh wow. I'm glad I just looked over here. So I just looked over in YouTube, and I haven't looked over YouTube in a while. And it said, depends on if you're an audio learner or a visual learner. I think that was when you were talking about the audiobooks.
Right.
And then we had the Badass Review says, what up, D? And then Fit by LJ says, people make time for what matters. And she also says, that's a great book. I think she was talking about the
48 Laws.
48 Laws of Power?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure.
That's a book
we mentioned a few books.
That's been recommended to me by multiple people, and I have not been able to grab myself a physical copy of it just yet.
Right, and then she says, people use religion, people kill people. Absolutely right, and that's what we were talking about. All this.
People use anything to kill people, man. You go certain places in Jamaica, you touch a Julie mango on their property.
Right, and then we give an inanimate object power to take off our blame. Yeah, I believe that too. And then you have Rock Davis. I think this is Raquel, or it's RAQ. Davis says you need to watch the old movie They Live. You need to watch the old movie They Live. I think she's talking to me.
They Live.
Huh?
They Live?
Okay, that was a movie. That's the name of the movie. They Live.
A movie called They Live.
Okay.
Shit is fucked up.
Okay.
That's when they put on the glasses, right? They Live?
Yeah, I think that's when they put on the glasses to see the fucking alien. And
you see what's really going on, and you look at the billboards, and it says like some messed up stuff.
Yeah, I think that's one.
They Live.
Yeah, and also a good fiction novel would be George Orwell's 1984. 1984, yeah. You know the book?
Yeah, that's what a lot of fucking post dystopian fucking shits is based off of.
Yes,
It was all George Orwell.
Is
Yeah.
the year significant? 1984.
I don't know. I never read it, but
mean, that-
1984 and his book Animal Farm has been major in like post-apocalyptic and dystopian worlds and shit.
Interesting. Yeah, I tried like 20 years ago listening to someone at Tag talk about like, the lizard and alien people and stuff, and it's just I was listening to it in the beginning, and then I don't know, I started to think that person was a little crazy, which they probably were, but who knows? Maybe the information made them crazy.
yeah,
I don't
but
know.
I mean, they also said motherfucking Einstein was crazy, didn't they?
That's true.
Are you familiar with the 7 African powers?
Mm-hmm.
7 African powers.
7 powers, yeah.
Oh, what is that? What is
It's
that?
basically the religion that fucking uh, Santeria is fucking based upon. I mean, just the stories of it is really cool. What they said was there's 7 tribes, 7 main tribes in Africa, and they took the head people out of all of those tribes and sent them off overseas to I think Cuba or some shit to get them away from Africa to kind of break the tribes up. Because if these groups of people brought the tribes together, they would be able to overtake and overcome shit. So they instead they send these motherfuckers over to Cuba in slavery. And each of the
Divide and
heads of
conquer.
the 7 tribes is a different fucking power, would be a different deity that you worship and you pray to and shit. It's kind of voodoo-ish in a way, and it's definitely one of those what you put out is coming back at you tenfold type shit. So it's
Right.
not something that's to really be trifled with. Either you go in with a full understanding and knowledge of what you're doing, or you can fuck some cosmic karma shit up.
Interesting.
But like you hear that shit, and just like the basis of voodoo alone, like people think that shit's fucking crazy. You know what I mean? But these are fucking solid religions and solid belief systems that people have had for years.
Yeah. So what I've heard about voodoo, or how it was explained to me, is that it's a it's a religion to where if you if you're not doing any, it's just revolves around karma. So
Yeah.
if you're not doing any wrong, there's none of it can hurt you or none of it can harm you because you haven't done any wrong. But if you're in the wrong, yes, you definitely can get harmed by it. You know what I mean? Type of shit. So that's that's really all I know about it. And I got a couple of Haitian baby moms. So that's
I
what.
know it was a couple. I thought it was like 1.5, but okay.
Damn, you gonna call her
How-
0.5? Which one are you calling 0.5?
I don't know how that.
Bruh.
But okay.
Well, what
I'm gonna
happened?
be dead ass with you, bro.
1.5.
For real shit,
1.5, right?
I've only known of or seen your first baby mama and your last one. All the middle ones I know nothing about. Or no, it might be your second baby mama. I don't think I met the first one.
Dre just froze. It looked like
Yeah.
they got him too.
No, he blinking. He's trying to get himself like, yo, what bitch did this nigga be?
I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. I don't know, bro.
But when I met you, you had Dre and Lil D.
Okay, so you would have been talking about Devontae's mom.
Yeah. And I think I've seen her like maybe twice.
Yeah, she was Haitian too.
I don't think I remember what the front of her face looks like. I remember what the back of her head looked like, but the front of the face, I don't know what it looked like.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Little people.
That's the only one that I know of.
So we right here.
Y'all make it
yeah.
sound like I got a lot of baby mothers. Like,
You the one that threw that ball, bro. We just caught the catch, bro. Man, you threw that shit out there.
listen, I have an ex-wife. I have a one of my son's mom has passed, and I have a baby mother. I do have one. I got one that you can qualify as baby mom. Yeah, but it's only one.
Froze again.
That's like 4, bro.
How do you mean, bro?
Because you got your current wife.
Hold on. Where you get that math from? All right, he about to explain it.
You got the current wife.
That's a wife, right?
Wife, but she is still a child or a mother of your child. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Then you have the one that is no longer with us.
Right.
Then you have the ex-wife, which is still a mother of a child.
Okay.
And then you got the one that you call baby mama.
Okay.
That's 4 women who have mothered your child.
Right.
So,
but only one baby mother.
I mean, if you're going through like the
no, you
term,
see,
like,
no, wait, you see how wait, you see how you had to separate it. You see how you're the one that had to break it down like that. My wife, I have a wife that carried my child. So you had to break it down. I didn't break it down. You broke it down.
So
but when you came to the baby mom, you called her. What'd you call her?
I said the mother of your child.
No, you call her the baby mama. That's what you call her.
That's what you called her.
No,
I
you
broke it
call
down
her
the words that you use. These are the words that you use, bro.
That's the baby. That's the baby mom. That is the baby moms. Yeah.
Look, I don't like to call my son's mother my baby mama, just because like there's like a negative stigma with that shit.
There is a negative stigma with that.
Like baby mama, like you hear baby mama, you all think, oh, that bitch is fucking trifling. She fucking headache, da 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 da. But for real, I prefer to say that's my son's mother or the mother of my son, just because I think it's more respectful. It doesn't carry negative stereotypes and stigmas with it, and then like I don't want no hood rat drama in my life. And if you got a baby mama, that's hood rat drama.
I got a baby mom.
And you got hood rat drama.
Like just like how you broke it down, you act like you don't know. You act like that's not all of a sudden. Act like act like you didn't just call her baby mom because you thought she was something different than a baby mom. Like you knew what she was. That's why you called her what she was, and then you broke down the rest of them.
I'm going over your description though. I'm just basically thinking of the description that you described.
Right, but exactly.
So we about 8 minutes in, 8 minutes left.
Oh man,
what do you guys think?
I think, honestly, the job thing. Me personally, I've had both, and I've leaned on both, and I normally juggle both because I haven't been to the point in any of my businesses that no, I can't say that. No, I can't. I haven't been to the point in any of my businesses to where I never have to go back to work for anyone else yet.
The only reason why you stopped the detailing was because your car got stolen.
I didn't even remember that why I stopped the detailing.
Yeah, but the fucking Accord got stolen.
I remember the Accord getting stolen.
That's why I never bought. That's why fucking Greene Hondas are bad luck. Man, you just finished paying off them rims too.
Funny enough, and that's why I lost that, and that's why I lost the radio station in Boston because the radio station got broken into. But you live and you learn. You certain things you live and you learn. And like you said, there's no such thing as failure until you stop trying. You know what I mean? Like if you don't stop, if I don't, everything that I've done so far has just led me up to this point.
I mean,
And right
it's
now, where we're
failure is
at,
not
going into
trying.
2021, I'm gonna tell you, yo, things look really freaking good. Things look really, 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 really good. Um, and we, just got to keep on plugging through and learning from the past. You know what I mean? Learning from the mistakes and not repeating the same things over and over again. But as far as business versus 9 to 5, I don't think business is for everyone. I liken it to um working. I liken it to working a job versus not versus to renting versus living, buying your own home. You know what I mean? Some people are in the position like, I want to be able to, if the roof leaks, I want to be able to call somebody. I'm not in the position right now to go to the bank and pull $5,000 to repair the roof.
Some owners aren't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to be in that. I don't want to have to think about that. If the oven breaks, I want to call somebody, being like, "Yo, look, the oven is broken. Send the guy, fix the oven." You know what I mean? Because I got other shit to do. You feel me? But it's the same thing with to me with working a 9 to 5 versus doing a job. A lot of people don't have the mental capacity to, when you're running your own business, you're constantly thinking about there's no such thing as being off. You're on vacation and you're looking at the books, you're looking at the cameras, listen, man, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It really isn't for everybody. I'm gonna have to call you right back, bro. I'm still on the air. It's not for everybody. But the same thing, 9 to 5 is not for everybody. You know what I mean? But some people need that stability of being able to just have somebody else make sure that the business is gonna be running. And let me just come and punch my clock and do what you tell me to do and leave at the end of the day, and Friday my paycheck is right where it needs to be. You know what I mean? It's balance. So
a lot of people find that to be their success. Like entrepreneurship is not for everyone, and it's not what certain media or, let's say, gurus in self-help or so, it's not what they make it out to be. It's a grind, man. It sometimes you just want to sleep, sometimes you just want to relax, and it's like, you can't do it. But on the same note, in a way, it is freeing, because if I definitely need to take a break, I can. It's just the way that I'm wired. It's like I got to get it done, because if I take that break, it still continues.
The work is going to be there
It's
waiting for
not
you when you
taking a
get back.
break with me. You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Right. The work is still building up.
Whether it's dealing with orders,
Right.
dealing with clients, dealing with new people that want to
Well,
sign
they
up.
always say that when you own your own business, nobody's going to work more than you.
Absolutely.
I agree. But I guess because I've worked for people majority of my life. Like this past, I don't know, what has it been? Almost 10, I guess, almost 10-year period of diving into entrepreneurship, and they overlap. Like I was working for someone, but I was also trying to work for myself too. And now being, I guess, fully on my own, like I mean, even the guys see it here sometimes. Like it's not glamorous. It's not,
It's work.
It is work, you know. But when those rewards come in, the fruits of your labor, it's like, man, I did that. You know what I mean? And
Right.
The lion's share of the percent comes to me, which in turn takes care of my family. Here's the thing that really messed me up. When I was working for someone else, I had, like I said, it was a great job. I was making good money. You know what I mean? But when the company got bought out, they came in there and they were like, you guys make too much. Based on our data, based on what we see, you guys make too much. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have to bump you down to where we think you need to be.
Right.
You know, that opened my eyes, and I said I'll never put myself in that position again because I remember that feeling. Because that
happened to my dad.
What you do is when someone makes a decision like that, they don't realize they're not just affecting you; they're affecting everyone in your household, everyone in there. So now you got to go out and you have to make a decision, and that's what happened with me. And you know what? Looking back at it, it was the best thing to happen because I got comfortable. I got too comfortable, and I'll never get that comfortable again. You understand what I'm saying? Like right now, I don't care if I gotta lose sleep. My family sleeping good, I'm good. That's what matters to me. And that's my motivator. You get what I'm saying?
We at 10 o'clock, guys, bro. Quick final thought.
Well, I guess I just did mine. It's on you.
Mine already. It's on you.
All right. Well, I don't know shit about shit. I don't know nothing about no aliens. I don't know how computers work. I don't care about none of that electricity shit, man. Fuck all that bullshit. I ain't say nothing. I ain't seen shit. I don't know shit. Fuck out of here. Quit fucking with my internet. My girl made fucking her chicken wing spaghetti. I love this shit. This shit fire. So, yeah. Fuck Target. Fuck PlayStation 5. Fuck Xbox One. Fuck Little Caesars. Double fuck Little Caesars and triple fuck Little Caesars. Don't be addicted, people. I love you, and I'm not suicidal.